Sketchnoting for memorization of descriptive vocabulary 101 using shownottell. Hi, welcome back to my channel guys. Today I will be teaching you the sketchnoting technique and how to memorize a long list of good words and phrases that you can use in your compo writing to paint a clearer picture by describing with your words. Use acronyms. The clarity of the acronym jogs your memory on the topic. Pretend to teach someone. Exercises your brain to present information in a concise manner. Study over the course of 4 days. Do it repeatedly so it becomes ingrained in your memory. Write notes. It is important in the process of synthesizing and summarizing what you have learned. Read notes before sleeping. It has been linked to enhanced memory and recall. Find what works for you. Use these tips and tailor-make them to your individual learning styles. These are the different ways of showing a character's feelings and emotions. Happy and excited, sad and disappointed, embarrassed and angry, afraid and shocked, or proud. Vocab list. Synonyms for happiness. Grinned from ear to ear like a Cheshire cat. Beamed with delight. Flashed a megawatt smile. A huge smile spread across the face. Synonyms for excitement. Chirped merrily and enthusiastically, with energy zipping through the veins. The eyes lit up in excitement. With the heart pumping in excitement. Broke out in excited squeals. Felt a surge of excitement. Eyes glinted and heartbeat raised as though it was a car on a highway. Walked with a spring in every step. Synonyms for sadness and disappointment. Whimpering softly, groaning in dismay, appeared crestfallen, wailing pitiably, seemed distraught. Heart sank like it weighed a ton of bricks. Wallowed in sorrow, cried in despair, sobbed silently, tears welled up in the eyes. Wiped the tears off his face, heart shattered into a million tiny pieces. Looked devastated by the news, on the verge of tears. Synonyms for embarrassment. Cheeks turned a deep shade of crimson red. Hung the head low in mortification. Apologized profusely. Felt so humiliated as shame and embarrassment gripped the heart. Wished that the earth would swallow me up that instant. Synonyms for anger. Stare daggers at. The face radiated heat like a hot pan, and you could have cooked a 3-course meal on it. Roared in rage. Gaze blazed with fury. Stormed off in anger. Gave her tongue lashing. Reprimanded. Lashed at. Raised the clenched fist in the air. Gritted the teeth in anger. Sneered angrily. Retaliate in fuming anger. Completely overwhelmed or consumed by rage. Face reddened in rage. Warned sternly. Glad fiercely at. Infuriated by the scene or person. Synonyms for fear. Something inside quivered with nervousness. Watched in horror as. Terror filled the body with the dread on the face. Heart palpitated or pounded loudly like African drums against the ribcage or chest. Beads of perspiration dripped from the forehead or temples. Entire body shook in trepidation. Could not muster up enough courage to do. Terrified beyond words. Butterflies fluttered up a storm inside my stomach. A chill ran down the spine. Confidence waning as she stared at it, trembling like a leaf in a strong gust of wind. Shrieked in fright, fear reflected in the eyes, was petrified by the, paralyzed in fear, catapulted him or her into a state of frantic frenzy. Synonyms for shock. Breathing was rapid and shallow. Stood rooted to the ground like a statue, transfixed by the scene, not knowing what to do or how to react to the situation. Eyes grew twice their size. Sweat trickled down the neck. Heart was in the mouth. Mouth fell agape in astonishment. Froze in shock. Eyes widened in disbelief or incredulity. An ear-piercing scream escaped from the mouth. Out of the blue. A sudden, abrupt pat on the back jolted him or her back to attention. Snapped back to the present. Mind was a whirlpool of hazy thoughts. Looked panic-stricken. Felt a sinking feeling in the pit of the stomach. Flooded with sudden shock. Was dumbfounded or dumbstruck. Shaking myself out of the initial state of shock, I took a deep breath, gasped in horror, and panted for breath at the sight of the sudden scare. Synonyms for pride. Stood tall and erect, with my shoulders arched back, gave myself a pat on the back. I felt a sudden burst of pride and bliss, beamed with pride and was delighted. They lavished praise on him or her. Alright guys, we have come to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed learning the sketchnoting techniques for memorizing this vocabulary list. Let us recap the memorization techniques introduced at the beginning of the video. 1. Use acronyms. 2. Pretend to teach someone. 3. Study over the course of 4 days. 4. Write notes. 5. Read notes before sleeping. And 6. Find what works for you.